Now that the Ashes has ended, I mean 3-0 in favour of Australia, 2.5 days, not even 2.5 days in Melbourne, several important points come up as talking points. Number one, we have repeatedly heard complaints from English journalists about nature of pitches in India. Remember Ahmedabad? Remember that Ravi Ashwin press conference when that altercation happened? Why is it that nobody is saying a word about the Melbourne wicket? 68 all out. 27 overs. Come on. Or is it reserved for wickets in India? Wickets that offer only turn, and unfortunately you can't play turn, so you will criticize wickets. Why don't you complain about the MCG wicket as well? Or will you say, oh, you know what? In India it's the wicket, but in MCG England played bad. Double standards have to be weeded out of cricket, and this is one glaring example of such double standards. That's point number one. Point number two, and this is again very, very important. It puts in perspective the humongous nature of India's achievement down under. That Sydney test match, start from there. Start with the Melbourne test match. 36 all out, Ajinkya Rahane's 100. Puts in perspective how India turned it back and what that meant. Australia had, again a 2-0 lead here. England had an opportunity. Unfortunately, they were not able to show fight. That is the difference. Indians showed pluck, showed fight. They were able to come back, win in Melbourne. Sydney could have gone downhill. Ravichandran Ashwin and Hanuma Vihari, and you have heard from Ravichandran Ashwin on Backstage with Boria. This week I will reveal the full episode on India's fight in Sydney and tells you how important that fight was. Third, when you go on and win after that at the Gabba with 7 first-team players not available, it puts in perspective the massive nature of that particular win. So keeping all of these factors in mind, one has to really think and celebrate the Indian team and ask ourselves if we have done it enough. When you position India's victory against the backdrop or the context of England's 0-3 loss in the Ashes, in the ongoing Ashes, and could be worse, then you realize how much fight, how much resilience, how much commitment the Indians had showed down under, and it will always remain one of the best Indian victories of all time. That is how important that victory was in Australia. Melbourne, Sydney draw, Gabba win. So I thought it's very important against the backdrop of the Ashes that we put this in perspective.